Welcome to Game Over Yeah, the video game podcast created by gamers for gamers, with your hosts Leon,
Dave
Peter himself,
and guest this week. He's a really nice northern chap.
Oh, here we go.
Now he's looking to open a social gaming hub called the Gamma Gaming Centre, and frankly, the most important fact, a Tech Fest buddy, Josh Slack.
Hey.
How you doing, Josh, my man?
I'm good.
Excellent. Well, I mean, I think we need to dive straight into this. And right, so a social gaming hub. Come on, explain. What are you planning to do, my man?
Well, you can't really see me.
We're losing you, Josh. We're losing you again.
Typical. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hear me now.
My brother's probably downloading. I told him not to, but yeah. Anyway, well, I've got a mega setup here. Play games on my own all day long, and I can imagine your guys do. Play a lot of games. Just what I wanted to do is kind of bring social gaming back to life. You know, getting people back in a room together. You know, I remember back in the day playing Smash Bros and Mario Kart, like 10 people in a room all screaming at TV. I want to kind of bring that back to life. You know, so much unused space. I just want to, create tournaments, create, all this social atmosphere. Just shouting at each other, pretty much hating your friends. That's what
So basically, you want to get a lot of people in a room together and ultimately end up all hating each other,
yeah,
but playing some video games at the same time.
Yes, games. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. Well, there's a lot of pay-to-play places all over the country, and I want to create a members one, so they pay £10 a month, something along them lines, and pretty much come in and do what they want, enter all these little tournaments and stuff with like cash prizes, and while they're doing it, earn Gamma points, which the shop's called Gamma, and Gamma points are they'll build up over a month, and whoever's got the highest Gamma points and then the month gets promoted to Alpha. Pretty much everyone's going to want to battle, want to play, enter all these tournaments, and it's not just the winner of the tournaments gets these points. It's like if you had a game of FIFA against your mate, if you won by 5 goals, you get given a few points. You played Mario Kart and you came first in every race, or did an awesome spine shell dodge, you win some Gamma points. All sorts of different things. Yeah, man. There's I've got like a 90-page business plan that's killed me writing, but I think it's been pretty good. It's all going well.
Nice. And so, what do you get for all these points? Prizes? Can you sort of trade them in for?
What points make? Prizes.
To start
You want
with,
a cuddly toy?
to start with, obviously it's just Alpha, just being named, but you're doing. There's a prize every month for whoever's first, but as I get my money behind me and the store grows, I maybe get a bigger shop, a bigger place. I can create a second-hand gaming store where people can trade the points in for equipment, like headsets, games, everything stores if they're really good. But yeah, it's progressing really. It's not all good at once, but.
That was so awesome, that last bit there, because it just sounded like some kind of alien language.
Well, that's what it is. It's embracing all communities of human,
Lisa, start a new game.
alien, animal. Just everybody can play games.
Yes, everyone, apart from Northerners. Jesus.
So, I mean, where are you going to be opening up this hub?
Well, there's a little store of arcades in my town centre, and the shops are closing down on there. I don't know why, but I think the rates are too much. But I managed to grab a decent sized 2-story building, which I'm going to use. It's pretty much bang centre of Barnsley. So everyone around Barnsley district will know how to get there straight away. And yes, I've dropped on. If things go well, in a year's time, I could open another shop, which is probably Sheffield or Wakefield. And I'm going to try and expand and just take over the entire country like I'm playing a game. I'm thinking like the best of Barnsley. If I created another store in Sheffield, like the best of Sheffield, imagine having like a face-off between like our best COD players and their best COD players, or any game really.
Yeah.
And then if I get like 10 shops all over the country in the next like 5 years, can you imagine all these different leagues and stuff kicking off? And then I'm just going to be one happy man.
Nice. Have you had much pickup from it, like community-wise following?
Yeah, I've had loads. I've got about 250 people so far that are like mega go ahead, can't wait for it. Which I only need like 80 members paying £10 a month to cover costs. I'm going to try and talk a bit slower because you might not be able to understand my town language.
That's okay. Leon will go back over it later and put like translation.
There will, subtitles. That would be so funny.
There'll be someone in the corner just like signaling. Have you ever seen that when they like put the sign language person over music videos at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah,
It's
and they start
fucking
dancing.
hilarious. It's like ushers going on and they're like dancing and stuff.
Pizza.
Fantastic. Yeah, when the video goes out, what we're going to have is a button for Southern Fairies. Click here, and then your voice will be like redubbed with some like a really clipped British accent.
Oh dear me.
I love it. Have we embarrassed him so much that he's actually sort of died
That
there? And
was
like,
okay.
whoa!
Yeah,
Whoa.
I keep freezing. I keep seeing my face just like.
Yeah. He's like, oh crap, we said too much.
Yeah.
Oh dear me.
The thing is, that's quite good with that kind of environment as well as it grows. You're going to get things like sponsorships and stuff, which will give you stuff to give away, which will grow it and things. Because I know there's a lot of places that do like the LAN kind of arenas and stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
They used to get, AMD or whoever it was would give them their like brand logo on the top, and then every month they'd have keyboards and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that as it progresses, you'll have, it'll build up quite well, which is good.
Well, I messaged CX or Sex or whatever it's called. I think it's actually pronounced Sex, but I messaged them.
It is called
and,
Sex.
I watched this video. I was like, what? But I messaged them on a Facebook page saying, I've got this big thing going on in my community. Do you want to take part? Do you want to help out? They gave me a couple of email addresses to contact for local branch, and hopefully they'll take it on and give me some stuff.
Right. Are you predominantly going to be doing console, or is it going to be console and PC? Or
I'm staying away from PC. I've got some friends that do a local LAN thing, a Frag Factory they're called, in our area, and it's kind of a mutual agreement. They'll stick to their thing and I'll do mine. But to begin with, it's going to be all consoles, mainly 360s, but there's going to be some Xbox Ones and Wii's. There's lots of Wii's actually.
have you considered like reaching out to Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony?
I've spoke to a promotional team from Microsoft, and although they're willing to let me use consoles like as many as I want for the business, they don't really endorse or they don't really want to talk to do it. I message PlayStation a lot because I want to have PlayStations that in shop too, but I can't do it without their permission, and they've not even replied to me. So not about 3 months ago. So eventually, PlayStation 2. It's pretty much Nintendo, and it'll be like a retro corner too. So I've got a little 15-inch CRT TV, and it's gonna have like an N64 or an S hooked up to it for the retro effect, which would be pretty cool.
Nice. Get those
What
Mega
would you
Drives
do,
out.
like, for like, say, like you wanted to use Mega Drive, not Mega Drive, yeah, Sega, anything Sega, you wouldn't have to get any permission, would you? Because they don't exist anymore.
No, I'm putting them in anyway. If they're gonna sue me, fair enough. But
It's all publicity.
Mega Drives. Yeah, I've got a few Mega Drives ready to set up anyway, so it's just gonna happen.
I like it, man. I like it. I mean, when can we expect for this to be open, man? I mean, like, I know obviously that's the big question. I know there's a lot of things to be able to kind of sign off and stuff like that. But when are you kind of thinking, man?
Well, I'm aiming for end of July kind of opening. You know, in time for 6-week holidays for colleges and schools.
Yeah.
That'll be perfect timing because I can do a lot of radio press to parents like, "Oh, get your kids out of bedroom."
Stop them playing games at home and play outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Come outside and then go inside again.
Well, tomorrow I've got a big meeting with some people from council about this grant, this £2,000 grant. Pretty much they're buying me 10 televisions and 2 Xbox Ones and loads of 360s with £2,000 somehow, but it's all VAT free, so you can get a lot more for your money. But, I'm signing all documents tomorrow, and everything's going to be set in stone. Well, as soon as not find the premises, but sort the premises out, like get the deposit money. That's what I'm struggling with at the minute. I need like £2,000 for the rental deposit. So, but I've got a few people that want to invest.
Nice. Obviously, being that it's a community gathering and lots of high energy going on, are you going to have anything sort of food and drink wise put aside to keep?
Yeah. I spoke to council, seeing if I needed a license and stuff, and I don't. So I'm gonna to start with, I'll be selling just general stuff, sandwiches, pop, crisps, coffee, the main thing.
Lifeblood of gamers everywhere, and cigarettes, but not for the kids.
No, smoking's bad. There's whiskey. No whiskey. Yeah, I've got a friend who's also starting a business up. I think he's using the same method as me, the Young Enterprise system. He's creating a company called Ladle or Two Ladles, something like that. And there's a kitchen area in my store, so I'm gonna let him pay me rent just to start his business up in my store. So hopefully I'll get this thing going where all these gamers like, "Oh, you want to try the Ladle soup?" and blah. So it'll create some hype about, he can start his business off in my place, then he can go wherever he wants to go. But yeah, I'll get a nice group of people that coming in for food too, hopefully.
Yeah, nice, man.
It's a good idea.
Have you actually got much to do to the premises, or is it all pretty much as is?
It's pretty nice inside. It used to be owned by DJ's Cakes, she used to bake all day, so it's nice and pink inside. But I'm getting. I'm going to try and reach out to the arts. What's the word? Students, right? Arts students.
What are those people again?
Yeah, God, those people. Yeah, the university. Yeah,
Artists.
That's the one. I'm trying to get in touch with art students and anyone who wants to volunteer, really, to come in and. I've got a projector and I've got loads and loads of artwork, and I'm going to shine the artwork onto walls and get the students to come and pretty much paint the walls all game themed, like Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, the occasional Master Chief, and loads of just all downstairs is going to be pretty much awesome. I've got loads of ideas, man. My upstairs is going to be like the pro room where all the consoles land up, and it's going to be pretty dark. It's going to have lots of neon lights and stuff. It's going to be cool. Got loads of desks. I need to my stepdad and brother helping me the joiners, so they're helping build loads of desks and fitting out electrics and everything. So yeah, it's everything's pretty much sorted. I just need to do it.
Sweet. So how did it actually all start off, this Young Enterprise game? It wasn't like you woke up and went, "I've got this amazing idea." Did you then have to suit and boot and stand up in front of a shadowy 6 like Dragon's Den style?
Well, my little brother is just turned 18. He's pretty good at Smash Bros. He's not as good as me, but he's good. He's going to kill me for saying that, but it's true.
I'm just going to say right now, I'm out.
And you got to have the guy crossing his legs with the ridiculous socks on.
What? How are you bending your leg that far?
Stag beetles are flexible, my friend.
Sorry. Anyway, sorry. Continue. I had to just put that joke in.
My brother, he travels like Newcastle and all over the country playing Super Smash Bros. With these professional people, and they're really good. And I'm thinking he travels like 100, 200 miles to go and play these games. I'm thinking, why don't we get anything like in centre of the country? And like Barnsley is the heart of England, or Yorkshire at least. And I'm thinking, I know there's a big place in Edinburgh, and there's a lot of land centres in London. If I can be the middleman, centre of England, hopefully attract a lot of people, and eventually take over the world, of course. But
What kind of hours are you gonna like have the place open? Are you thinking?
Every day starting at 10 in the morning, Monday to Thursday, shutting at I think it's 10 again, 10 more 10 Monday to Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday as well 11. Anything after 11 p.m. I've got to get a specific license for, which is pretty silly, but like my idea of a Slender night, because Slender is terrifying. No matter who you are, nobody can say they can play that game without crying. I certainly did. I'm gonna have a Slender night, so I've got a projector, surround sound. Pretty much, I'm gonna get a specific license for this one like every 2 or 3 months. Get everyone in the big room together, turn all lights off, surround sound up full, Slender on projector, and award points for like for every page you collect, you could get a gamma point. I think people will be interested. And just about 5 minutes before closing time, I'm just going to run upstairs in a big Slender suit and kill everybody with love.
I was about to say, because everyone is so friendly and lovable up north. What sort about security wise? Now that you've got like a lot of expensive stuff on show, are you gonna just?
Well, the consoles are not just going to be on a desk. So people can. Everything's going to be. Imagine like the stall. It's going to have a glass cabinet lock. So the console's going to be in there, and obviously come to a member of staff, me, and we'll come and swap discs or change pads. But everything's going to be wired because I don't trust anybody with my equipment.
As
enough.
you shouldn't.
Yeah.
As you shouldn't.
I don't love the human race, but I'm not going to let them take my stuff.
Have you
So
thought
you're not
about,
just going to hope that everyone's going to be on their best behaviour?
Yes, you'll do what I say.
Is it going to
Yeah.
be just subscription based, or is it going to be? Have you thought about doing like one-off things? Because I could think. I mean, something that I was thinking when you were saying it. Some businesses might do. Like we have a staff night out, and it would be something like. Would you think about like if people wanted to do like an afternoon or something as a group, they could buy in for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do like party bookings, so people can literally rent out the upstairs room, all the consoles, and like they can be themed, so I can not decorate the entire place, but like do it to how they want it. So if it's like a six-year-old lad's birthday party or something, I know it's a bit young, but they all play Minecraft now. I've got an 8-year-old brother who plays Minecraft every day. I come in and I'll put all lads' games out and get everything set up and show them what to do. But if it's like 10 lads like our age that want to come and play, they can rent out a room for a specific day. Like, it won't be weekends because like main tournaments that weekend.
Yeah.
Like say if they want it on Friday evening, just come book it out. There'll be all when website's up and running. There'll be all notifications to everybody saying that blah blah blah's closed. Well, I've got 2 rooms on it, so I can split it apart. But
That's a good plan.
yeah, I'm in a bit of a dilemma whether to do. People can pay on the day, just come in for a day. But I don't know. It's risky because the whole idea of being members is so I've got a constant stream of income, so I can cover costs.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, what I was going to say is I think your main business needs to function about that, but that could be quite a good way to get that sort of.
Yeah, like party bookings.
A little bit, yeah. Party bookings and stuff are a bit different because if you've got, for example, you do a party booking, you've got 10 people that are coming to do it. You can also do the food for it and stuff. So
yeah,
it's one of those ones like it is a balancing act, and obviously as you do it, you're going to find it's either going to work one way or another way. Or you just got to see what happens, don't you?
trial and error in it, really.
Yeah.
Having worked in members clubs before, as a barman, before you get any weird ideas.
Oh, I was a dancer.
Yeah, struck my funky
Sucking
stuff.
cock.
The way that it worked is there was that you were a member and you go in and you pay your monthly membership or whatever, but you can bring in guests and then the guests pay a once-off fee.
Yeah.
And then obviously if they like it, then they can then sign up and become a member. So you do get walk-in off the street, but they have to pay a small fee. Which
That's pretty much the same as my job that I've just fortunately come out of. Yeah, I used to work in a members club, and it works, but you get people taking liberties. You're allowed to bring a guest in once a month. There's people who just come in, they bring them in every weekend, and no one really says anything. And I'm too nice. I'd probably just be like, "Oh, you're all right." Because
It's
you
definitely-
come in and use all my stuff. It's all right.
Well, it's that balancing act, isn't it? You've got obviously, they're customers at the end of the day, so you want to make them happy, but at the same time, you can't let them walk all over you, otherwise you make no money. So,
Yeah.
but no, it sounds like you've got some pretty solid ideas there. I mean, I don't think there's nothing near us that's like that, is there? I mean, obviously in London there's
There used to be.
stuff, but
There used to be a gaming cafe around the corner near. For Josh, I have no idea where this is, but near KFC in the centre of town.
Oh, KFC, I've heard of that.
You know where it is.
crazy.
But
I
yeah,
thought that was just a Wickham-based brand. Damn.
Oh, no.
Sorry,
Mighty
no.
Colonel
The
did
goodness
it.
of KFC is worldwide, I'm afraid. Yeah, but it was a part IT repair shop, part cafe, and part
Where was that? Snowy's?
yeah.
Yeah, so the pawn shop. Well, not porn. No, but it was like a pawnbrokers, wasn't it? But they also
Yeah.
had an internet
Bow.
LAN and stuff like that.
That's
They
right.
still have a small one in their new premises, but it's not nearly the
Small
same as
pawn
what it
shop.
used to be.
No, it used to be massive.
The one that was really big. Do you remember in Maidenhead they used
I
to
like
have above?
this. This is just sort of like Wickham local news right
No,
now.
but this is
So
this
let's-
is the first.
Thinking about
My
porn.
first experience with something like this was
Yeah.
in Maidenhead. They had above 10 pin or Mega Bowl or whatever it was. They had that LAN arena for the
Yeah.
top, and it turned into a pool place, and now it's something else, Laser Quest or whatever. But that was like I think 32 computers, and that was when I was 12, and I just fell in love with Counter Strike, and I would literally spend the whole day in there, pay my fee for the day because it was a daily thing you paid for. So I think it was £6, but like once you'd been gone for more than an hour, you couldn't come back in. So it was designed like if you came in the morning, you could stay there the whole day for the £6. But like if you went for lunch, you had like a certain time limit because otherwise you'd lose your computer and stuff like that. And that place was RAM all day.
Thanks for making me feel amazingly old, though. By the way,
Why?
I used to work there back before it was a LAN, and I was 18 at the time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
A
might
flat
be
copy
a
if
bit
you want
older
it.
than 12.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Those damn
What about
kids and
you,
their
Liam? What was
lands.
your first LAN experience?
I've actually never been to a LAN, so Nope.
Road trip.
never been to one. No.
Oh my god.
Well,
My
never
first
been
at
LAN
school.
experience was the back of a barber's shop in just outside Slough, which sounds amazingly dodgy, but there was a group of mates got together and played.
Not
What was
not,
that, Half-Life? Yeah.
You didn't need
What-
to
what
go
was
all
that
the way there
Half-Life one?
just to knock on a table, So sorry, go on.
Thanks. The Half-Life shoot 'em up that used is
Counter Strike, yeah.
Counter Strike, yeah. I didn't really like Counter Strike. Played it at college a bit. It pissed me off.
I know what you mean. It's not really my game either. I mean, like, even though I do like it for what it is, if you know what I mean. I understand its place. It's just not a game that I've ever been good at, and I don't think I ever will be.
Same.
We used to always because my dad had a computer, I had a computer. This is like when I was about 12 or something, maybe a bit older than that. There's 3 computers in the house, and they were all LANed up. So people would come round to my house. Pretty much, we'd play like Warcraft 2 and I can't remember what other games there were, like Unreal Tournament as well. And
Yeah.
like it'd end up
nice.
with like 5 or 6 of my mates. My dad like going, I need to do work on my PC, and they're just like, fuck off, we're playing.
The only PC game I really ever played was Dawn of War. War
Oh, Dawn of
Yeah.
War was
Yeah.
an
I played
evil
that one
game.
at school. I really enjoyed it.
Really good game.
I wasn't very good at it.
It was really hard.
Yeah, it was.
That's one of those games that you think you're at a certain level, then you see someone good, Like StarCraft, I was like, I'm pretty good at StarCraft. What are they doing with their hands? What are they doing? Like it's ridiculous.
Man, those APMs, man. It's all about that APM.
Awesome.
So, I mean, anyway, Josh, man. What games do what games you been playing this week, man?
I still play Mario Kart Double Dash every day. I've been playing it every day for years. We've got a projector set up in bedroom, so me and my brothers.
You
We're all
bastard,
really
for
good.
I really want a projector set up. That would be amazing.
It's nothing better. It makes the entire experience miles better. Projectors are just. I managed to get it for 20 quid as well, which is pretty good.
Nice.
It's 1080 as well. We put it on a big wall behind me. Yeah, it's pretty. I love it. But I'm trying to get back into Guitar Hero again because I were unbeatable. I'm not gonna lie, I never lost a game. And me and my mate Chris were just playing every day, all day. And with the shop opening up, I've got a Guitar Hero rival, my friend Mark. And the last tournament I went to about 2 years ago, I won. The final was me and him. Went to play Dragon Force, Full of Fire and Flames on Expert, and I won him. But some lass walked in front of the screen, the last minute, and he lost his multiplier and I didn't. So everyone demanded a rematch, and we had a rematch, and I lost because I was tired. My hand were hurting. But, so when I get the shop open and I do this Guitar Hero tournament, if I enter, if I'm allowed to, I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna win Mark, and I'm gonna win him. It's gonna feel great.
And you're going to make sure that there's like a no screen walk zone.
There's gonna be a £10 fine zone. Just in front of the screen.
Did you pay her to do that, by the way?
No.
Of course.
Definitely on the bank.
I fell out with her.
Definitely on the bank.
The competition was only for £8, but it did share them with me in the end. But still, all 8 should have been mine, and I should have won. And I did. Technically, I did win. And we've never played since, and I refused to until it's official. It's a tournament. And people could see me win.
That's the real reason why you're making these community games.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Bragging rights are coming back. They're the most important thing, though. Bragging rights, I think.
Damn you,
Like,
Mark.
it makes it all the different. Like when it's against someone you know, then bragging rights. We go to a mate's house and do like a little gaming night, and there's a couple of quid in the pot or whatever, but no one really cares about that. It's more, fingers
say,
up to everyone. Like, yeah, I won. Sod you.
Yeah.
You should have a wall in this thing, which is like the bragging rights wall, where you can like make comments and stuff and like have a picture.
Yeah, man, that's a good idea. Duly noted. Well, there's going to be an alpha wall. So I know it's going to take a while because it's only one's getting promoted every month. But somewhere, probably upstairs right away, there's going to be just a little cheesy photo and then their gamma name and number. And then just a comment, just one line. Could be anything, but it's going to be there forever. It's like whatever they say, whatever that's going to be documented on this wall, it's never going until I shut down, if I ever do. But I'm going to stay up forever. I'm going to take over the world. I swear to God, I am.
I'm going to brush up on my Guitar Hero skills.
You're going to need to. Very good.
I was always one of them people that could get to I'd beat an average player and I'd beat someone that was okay, and then I'd go against someone that's expert on the hardest songs, and I'd just be like, yeah, have your fun. Have your fun. I hated the orange key. My little finger just hated it. Like, I could never find it when I was trying to do it, so I could always muck up on the orange one, almost always.
I usually use three. Oh God, but I'm not fingering that. But it was
Finger blasting.
Just those 3. Sometimes use my little finger. Oh God. No, we're going for that.
No, just let's bring the lights down a little bit. Let's just talk about that a bit slower.
Take 3 fingers.
Insert slowly.
Brilliant.
This one's
Tap
called
orange
shotgun.
until multiplier is reached.
Oh, brilliant.
I always used to find, because those kind of games, obviously, they really started with, I'd say, like Dance Revolution was the first one for like the equipment-based ones. And I remember when we used to go to London, and my friend was really good, like could win most of the tournament sort of thing, until he'd go to like the London one, and it was always Chinese, Japanese, I don't know, whatever, the Korean people. that just could do, like, they just held the back and then the legs flailed. And it was like, what the hell are you doing, you demon child? It's ridiculous.
Isn't that Russians? The Cossack dancing.
La, 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 la.
We used to have a Mario dance mat. It was literally it was GameCube game, and it was
What?
dance mat, but it was Mario. I've not played it since I was a kid. I think about 13 last time I played it. 13. And you literally dance into dance remakes of the old Mario songs, and it was pretty good. We got pretty competitive at it. A bit camp at the same time. But, you know,
See, I remember
on stage like that. But yeah, it's a good game. Good game.
I remember the Donkey Konga, which was the bongos.
I never played it. I'm really good with them. I'm a bit of a drummer, not very good anymore. But
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
There were some pretty good tunes on there, and you tapped there, and then there was a clap as well, so you had to sort of drum. And...
So were it just left, right, clap? There were like 3 actions, or were there like different things you could do it?
No, that was it. Just one left drum, right drum, and clap.
Yeah.
There was some tracks you were just like smacking it and then just clapping it until your hands bled.
The ultimate challenge was using the dance mat for other games. So we were drunk and decided to play Tony Hawk's with a dance mat.
Oh god.
And you literally break your ankle within 20 seconds. Like if you can pull off a kickflip, because you have to jump and then you have to kick X and that one. So you have to do like a triple move to do a kickflip. So we were doing like, it actually was more like realistic skateboarding, because someone would do like a kickflip down the stairs and we were like, ow, ow, sick.
we had a dance mat in Tekken 2, and we almost tried to break our neck doing that, because the dance mat was really slippery.
Yeah.
So we'd be doing it in our
Couldn't
socks.
think that through, did they? The bottom of that thing was like,
Yeah.
it was like a slip and slide.
I know, and the thing
Yeah.
is, just like we had one, and we had laminate flooring
Yeah,
as well.
exactly,
It's
that's what
just
I
like terrible
Kill
terrible
yourself.
combination. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was playing Jun, and I was trying to do a 10-hit combo, and yeah, it just went all kind of wrong. Just great fun.
That's when you play
It's a little
Mortal
bit
Kombat and you
lethal.
actually perform a fatality because you sprain your ankle
Yeah.
and fucking flip over on your neck. Yeah, the amount of times, because the dance mat would move, but so as you're doing it, it would slowly be going that way,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you'd be losing it, and then like you say, I had laminate floor in the ring that we used it, and eventually like you kick and you just literally lose your footing and just be like, okay, I've saved myself, lost the game, but at least I didn't die. Winner.
We used to tape it down to the floor, or get someone to hold it, and then try and avoid kicking.
Someone to
them in the
hold
face.
it. Are you
Hold it.
nuts?
That is brutal.
Literally, the amount of kicking in the face that you'd
The
get with
eyeballs
me
that-
playing on them things. But yeah, there's another important question that we ask all our guests, and it has to be asked. What is the best thing you have eaten in the last 7 days?
Last 7 days. Smashed potatoes, little beans, and sausages. Little
Nice.
beans and sausages, not little sausages and beans. I love it. It's been my favourite meal since I was a kid. Yeah, I don't really. I'd say I don't eat a lot. I clearly do, but I just. Oh mate, oh, please share. Have you always got that pizza to show your guests, or is it like?
No.
Yeah, that's been
what
there
really
months.
kills it this time though is
Oh man.
cookie.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's actually plastic. It's not a real food. We
Not
just
a
do
real
it to wind guests up.
We get paid a subscription by Papa John's to advertise them every time we do it.
Fuck, I wish.
Sponsored by Papa John's.
Papa John's in this country is not the same as America. Like in America, like it stands for quality. In this country, it stands for shady.
Yeah.
Shady. Brilliant.
Shady.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, you got me thinking about food now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where can we find everything about the Gamma Gaming Centre?
Well, to start with, there's just the Facebook page which I'm updating pretty much every day, just posting little coming soon teasers like Pokemon Stadium, FIFA, blah blah blah, loads of tournaments, so little bits of information, but not full yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as it's 100%, I'm going to start releasing big bits of information every day. But Facebook's the main thing so far because I don't really use anything else, and it's got the cool page app on my phone.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
used just to keep doing it. Yeah, but yeah, posting little teasers every day, and as soon as I sign the contract for the lease, things are going to get real.
You're going to step up to the big leagues and start using Twitter.
Maybe I'll probably get somebody else to do it for me.
I hate
You have to hire like a communications manager.
Yeah, I've got I think it's about 16 or 17 volunteers now. Wanted to take part in anything from helping build stalls to working in shop. Just they all want to work for Nolt. Obviously, when I go back to university for my second year in October, I'm gonna hire one of them, whoever's nice, whoever's good and dedicated, because I'm picky. I'm very picky, and plus the fact that I'm gonna have to spend every day with them, it's a big ask because I can't even stand being around myself. The mind of people. So, yeah, I'll hire somebody nice in the end. I can't work 15-hour days every day. I'll just.
Nah, fair
So
enough.
it's,
the pop.
so it's less a job interview and more of a personality test.
Yeah, it's a personality test. I've got loads of friends, but no like best friends. So I can't really. It's quality over quantity. I'll find somebody who's awesome and somebody who deserves the
You
job.
don't want to
If it's
work
good,
with your best friend.
No.
No,
Don't
no.
ever
You
do
don't.
it. I've worked with friends before, and you just get to the point of like, I love you, but just stop doing what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Get out.
The decision process, what you should do is just go up to them and shout at them like in their face for 5 minutes, and if they don't break down in tears, then you've got a good one.
Yes.
Biggest boobs.
You're through to the
Wins
second
every
round.
And that as well,
Boobs.
yeah.
Big boobs. Done. Nice bottom.
Yes, boobs.
That's my hiring period, like for staff for my shop. Right.
Oh
You're
god.
through to stage 3. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
God. God. Managing tips with Stag Beetle
Does she look
Stevens.
pretty?
You know.
Yes. Hi.
Welcome to Stag Built Solutions. This is how you get your HR department involved.
Sexual harassment panda.
Brilliant. Right then. Oh well, let's dive into some of our games in some sense. So, Dave, man, what have you been playing this week, my man?
I have been playing many games. All of
Oh yes.
one of the unpronounceable Axiom Verge.
Oh
Which-
okay.
Amazing. I actually gave it a proper go and put in far too many hours into this thing. Mostly because they haven't bothered to put any sort of warp into the game,
Oh,
and the
okay.
game's fairly large and requires a lot of back and forth. So most of the hours have been me running around going, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Where the hell am I meant to be going?
Well, for those who that don't know, I mean, what is Axiom Verge? I mean, just give
Axiom
it a little bit of
Verge
background.
is a Metrovania game that was an indie title that's just been released end of last month, I think
Yeah,
it was.
That's I think.
Effectively, you play a scientist who was involved in an accident, as all accidents are wont to do, and you find yourself on this strange alien planet with a very big gun and a voice in your head telling you to go kill things. So off you go to go kill things and figure out what the fuck's going on. Basically, in a nutshell.
As you should.
As you should, yes.
Damn right.
No, fair enough. Well, I mean, as you said, you've kind of got lost in it. So, I mean, what's kind of drawed you into this one then?
Well, the fact that it's a Metrovania game for a start, because I absolutely love that genre.
Of course, yeah, I get that for one.
It is pretty much a retro Metrovania game. So, you start off and you start with nothing, and then you go in, you pick up an item which allows you to jump higher, or you can get a better gun that shoots faster, and then thus you will be able to work out how to get through certain doors or get past certain enemies, and then you just get, as you go along, you just get bigger and bigger. Now I'm just a badass that can teleport everywhere and shoot like lightning and everything, so it's really good fun. Also, the bosses are really clever and massive, because everything's like 8-bit style, and it's all very sort of zoomed in, and then you go into a tiny room that sort of zooms out, and you're like yay big if you look at the screen, and the boss is about yay big and has 1 billion guns, and it's like bullet death. It just fills the screen with death, and you have to try and avoid it. So the bosses are sort of like classic style. There is a certain pattern that you need to learn in order to defeat it. So it's very old school game, which I like. And the story is pretty good. It's a little bit weird, considering that, the style. And Axiom is, if you look it up, I can't be bothered to do it right now, but it's all about life and death. And there's a couple of games that have recently been sort of looking at that and calling themselves various different axioms. The other one I have is Soul Axiom.
Oh, okay.
So it seems to be a theme right now. But yeah, it's enjoyable enough. Like I said, there's no warp functionality, which is like something that they've started to put into newer games because people couldn't be asked to run back and forth for 10 minutes. And it's definitely noticeable now because we're obviously with the games that we get, we hold our hands. So going back to the old school style of things.
It is painful, isn't it? Like when you get used to how something is now, and then you play like the kind of retro version of it, and you're like, how the fuck did we ever do this?
I know.
It's when you go all the way back and start having lives instead of saves. It's like, oh, you have 3 lives to get through 20 levels. Yeah, good luck. Have fun with that. Oh, and by the way, we don't do continues because.
Sometimes.
Definitely, but yeah, I am enjoying it. There is a lot of things that could be improved, but considering it was one dude that did the entire thing, and it took him like 5 years, it is a very impressive accomplishment. So yeah, there's that. If you haven't played it, pick it up. It is a little steep for the price. Again, it's one dude, so
How much was
kind
it?
of entitled. It's about 15 quid.
Yeah. How much gameplay can you get out of it though? How much have you put into it already?
Let me look at my Steam. My Steam says
over 9,000.
26 hours.
Ah, sweet.
You getting there then? Like once it gets to 30 hours, I mean, we always say that kind of that 50p an hour, and going down is when you start to get into the meat of really getting value for money.
Exactly.
Indeed. And I have no idea how near the end I am. I think I'm fairly close to the end. Most of the map has been uncovered, and I think I've collected most of the stuff. So I've probably got another 2 or 3 hours left. So yeah, it's probably a good.
Does it have any kind of replay value? Will there be any reason to replay it again, or is it probably dead once you've done it?
An easy hard mode, there's a hard mode, there's a speedrun mode, there's finding all the hidden objects. There's what's quite clever is that there's secret worlds, and the secret world is different each time you play it. And there's a like uber super weapon in one of these secret worlds, so you may not always get that, but it's worth replaying it until you do, I guess. So yeah, there is a certain amount of replayability in it, but then saying that, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is still my all-time favourite, has 0 replayability in the sense that once you've done it, fully completed it. There is a speed run, but I'll still go back to it because it's just fun running around shooting things.
Fair enough, man. So what else has been going on, my man?
What else have I played? So apparently there was a game that came out that was really popular called The Witcher 3.
Oh,
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
What is it? What is that?
Something about a dude who's called a Witcher, and he has the ability to kill like undead. It's kind of like Supernatural, but like the game version.
Isn't it like a bit more sexy as well? Because there's bear
Yeah,
sex
you
in
can
it.
apparently have sex with women in it. Who knew?
Not like sex with a bear. I'm on about like just loads of sex.
Yes.
Just to clarify.
Why would you have sex with a bear?
I don't know. It's a female. It's a very hot looking female bear.
Well, I mean, I suppose
right.
it depends on what your definition of a bear is as well. But
It's a man with a beard.
If it's Baloo, then it's different. Oh,
it's a bear.
that's the bare necessities, my friend.
That's all you need. Right. So.
Oh, I just
because
got
I'm-
that joke about a bear because it's a gay reference, isn't it? Ah,
Oh, well done.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome to the
He's
conversation.
there.
Mate.
Right, go on then.
Because I'm a poor motherfucker
Yeah.
who has no money or Xbox One or a PlayStation 4, I don't have The Witcher 3. I can also get it for the PC.
Should we
but
get
I
out
don't
that
think my-
violin for him? Right?
No. However,
Got a violin here.
all right.
I can't
So
afford
while in the process of selling myself for many monies to play the third one, I thought, well, actually, because I've got the first one and the second one sitting on Steam gathering dust, I'll actually give them a go.
How is it? How are they digitally gathering dust? Like
Through the power of
Pixel dust.
magical pixie dust. So I picked up and played The Witcher, and I didn't realise that you can actually have it that you can just use the mouse and have it like as a sort of top-down clicked where you go almost like Command and Conquer style with rapid
the first
clicking
one?
when you.
Well, Witcher 2 were free for Xbox 360. Games of Gold, wasn't it? And the recurring theme with Games for Gold seems to be the game out. There's going to be a sequel coming, or there's going to be a reboot. So Witcher 2 were free. I tried playing it. I didn't like it at all. It really weren't good. But I looked at gameplay for Witcher 3, and it looks so good. I've been waiting for quite a while for it to come out now. And it's been out, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks?
About that, yeah.
I still haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't got money. I just can't afford it. But I'll sit and watch people play it. That's just as good.
Yeah, there's a couple of my friends at work who have that's it. They have no social life whatsoever. They've stopped doing pretty much everything except play Witcher 3. It's like, what did you do tonight? Well, I stayed up till 6 in the morning playing Witcher 3 and ran around. And it's like, did you do much of the main mission? No, I was just doing side quests for days.
What you got to do?
Yeah, but no, apparently it's one of these clever games that if you play the first one and then port the save game over, then the story continues in the second one, and then you can do the save, and then you can do the third one. So there's a few of my mates who have done that. They've gone right back to the beginning. Like, what was it? Mass Effect did the same thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So they haven't yet started Witcher 3 because they're still finishing Witcher 2 because they want to get like the most epic experience out of it ever.
Apparently, it's very, very difficult to go backwards. If you play The Witcher 3, you can't play Witcher 1 because it's just so like unpolished, and the controls are. Well, apparently there's a lot of controls as it is, but
Well, that's the thing with The Witcher is that you can just go with I'm a moron, give everything on the mouse control system, which is very simple, that you just click where you want to go, and then when you attack something, you just keep clicking, and when the special icon appears, and that does all your combos for you.
For
And then
your
you can,
life.
and you can put the difficulty down as well, which gets rid of all the annoying alchemy stuff as well.
that sounds like so much fun, Dave.
Well,
It's-
good Dave.
Simple games for simple creatures.
Oh,
Oh, and there's lots of sex. I've already slept with like 3 women, and I've only just got into chapter 1, so that's not
you player, Dave.
Also good.
big
Go,
time.
Dave.
You collect cards, and I'm a big fan of collecting cards.
Oh
so
yeah, that's true.
Leeds must.
Which I mean leads on to your next game, I believe.
Yeah, funnily enough, playing cards. Hearthstone, but I'll let Michael talk about that one because he's been more Hearthstoning than I have this week.
Maybe.
So I decided to go with a different set of cards and play Magic 2015 because I was just looking through my completed and almost completed games list, and I realised that there was only one achievement left for Magic 2015, and so I thought, well, no, I'll do that. That'll be easy.
Nope.
No.
No.
It never
I have
is,
to win.
Dave. It never
Never is. I have to win 100 online matches.
How many have you done so far?
Doesn't tell you because the game's amazing and doesn't actually have a stats thing. It only tells you how many online games you've played. And I've played 25 online games and I haven't won all of those.
Well,
Because
okay. Fair enough.
Because magic.
magic. Yeah, you go, I've been sitting here for the last 20, 30 minutes putting together a deck that I think will actually be quite good. I know, that'll be fine. You go online and some dude's just like, I'll just do all this and not make you do anything. And now I'm done. And now I'll quit. Bye.
Hate myself.
And there are some really weird people online as well.
Oh man.
I was playing one dude who was like, I don't know English. I'm Canadian. What do you know the greater meaning of life? I'm like, okay, I'm gone now. Bye.
That's their tactic to make you like quit out.
Yeah, it's like you're saying weird
Freak them
things
out
to
a
me.
little bit. I
Why
can
just
see
join
you. You
games
look really
and start coming onto
sexy.
But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Oh, and I decided to get back into Old Blood as well because that game's amazing.
Ah, fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Mike, man, how about you, bro?
Hearthstone.
Well, I mean, yeah, dive into it, guys. I mean, you two are the little experts on this. Go on.
I've made my deck.
I'm really
Big
sad,
dick.
by the way. Just
Big
before you
dick.
start, I'm really sad because I poked you when you were online, and I said I want to play your amazing deck because I also have an amazing deck, and you didn't reply at all, and I was sad. And then
When was that?
a couple of days ago.
I've heard you got an amazing deck.
Yeah.
It's a big dick.
Yeah.
I heard
You're
your
gonna
deck's
rub
good.
down my dick. I might have been like on it but not really playing, or sometimes I find like on my, because I play it on my phone, sometimes it like the pop-ups come up but then I don't see them fully, so it might have been that. But yeah,
Okay.
I've finished last season, so it's a new season now, and I finished 8th
You smell blood?
rank, and I'm gonna get into that one where you get a number rather than being a thing for it. But it's a bitch, to say the least.
What was it like up in the upper echelons of the league?
Mate? There isn't a bad deck that you play. Like, everyone has the strategy, and it's pretty much you'll play a lot of the same stuff. So there's a lot of warrior decks with Grim Patron style. Lots of effectively, you either have to kill them in the first 6 turns, or you have to pace yourself so that you can take everything out when they lay it down and then kill them. There's a lot of druids that I find really difficult to beat because they just have like a way of prolonging the game, and then it gets to the point where they've got ridiculous cards out and you're out of cards pretty much.
Mhm.
I don't know, there's a lot of good players, and I was finding that I went on a tear and then I just plateaued, and I just literally would win 2, lose 3, win 1, lose 2, win 4. Like, it was always kind of staying around the same 8, 9 level. But this season I pretty much didn't play. This is how bad it is. So the Xbox hasn't come out of the bag until tonight, since I was at your
Damn.
house. So
Did
that
you have
shows
to-
how
That's
I had a
crazy,
week
man.
off last week, and I didn't play my Xbox
That is
One
fucked
once.
up, man. That is
Wow,
fucked
that's
up.
crazy. That Hearthstone taking over your life.
Yeah, it did. I did some arena as well, but I can't be asked. It just pisses me off because I think I've built a really good deck, and then like I'm just like, oh, everyone's beating me.
Your deck is much better than mine.
That's why I stopped playing Arena. Arena was just too random for me.
Yeah. I've done almost all of Blackrock Depths as well. I stopped because I didn't need the other cards. I've got all the cards that I needed from it.
I've now finished Blackrock Depths. That last fight, holy crap. No spoilers, but holy crap. It's fun.
It is hard. Like some of I remember doing some of the heroic ones and just being like, what the fuck is this game mechanic? Like, getting very lucky to win
Yeah.
it. Like, having to spend 2 hours on each boss.
I'm really not looking forward to the Nefarian last boss on Heroic. It was so hard on normal.
Yeah, I can't imagine that being a lot of fun.
No.
Um,
Have you? Sorry.
okay.
Obviously, you're going for the road number 1 with your Uber deck. Have you actually had to change it much?
What, since I first made it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tweaked it. That's what I mean. Like, I had a mage deck and I spent a day fiddling, and I'm gonna make one more change to see if it helps, because I don't have anything that can clear everything. So if they get board control, it can be quite hard for me to come back into it. So I'll probably put a flame strike in, but without getting too technical on it, it's designed so that I can get control quite quickly, and I'll be playing a tempo so that realistically, if they can't keep up, I'll win. And if it gets to the later rounds, I get out whatever. What's the wizard dude that gets you a fireball every time he does a spell?
Antonio. Or something.
Whatever is Antonio
An-
Banderas.
Ananas.
That's it. Antonio Banderas. That's it.
Yes.
No, but if I get to later rounds, I've got him and fucking Doctor Boom as well. So it's kind of like it works against almost every deck, which is quite.
So you've
good.
gone away from the Hunter then?
Hunter's boring, and it's pretty much just go at them face. Do that. There's not really much. I found that I always
Go at the face.
just spunk on their face pretty much. No, but I found I always run out of
Effective.
cards, and then I
Go
just
for the
slowly
cum shot.
lose. Whereas this one, I kind of play a bit more pace, but it builds my cards back up as I'm playing. So I've made a couple, and I've got 3,000 arcane dust saved, so that I'm going to try and make a warlock one to try it out. But I've never really liked the way that they play. Like,
Holy
I find it a
crap!
bit
I think
slow.
I've got like 54 dust or something in.
Well, I got quite lucky. I got 3 golden legendaries within a space of a week, and I didn't need any of them, so I just got rid of them. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't played any console games, which is madness, considering I had a whole week off.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that violin back out.
Well, this is the thing. I went to PC World, and I was looking at. I wasn't going to buy a PC from PC World, but I was. I think I might go back to PC. I think the time might be coming.
Oh, there we go. Finally.
But I might do something really bad. I might buy a laptop, which
Yeah,
I don't know if I
laptop.
can justify it to myself. But
don't do a laptop. You'll regret it. You will regret
I need it for work though as well.
Okay.
But gaming on a laptop's never quite the same.
No.
No, I know it's never going to be the same performance-wise or anything like that. But I'm not going to play anything high
Other than
spec. I don't
Hearthstone.
think. Yeah, pretty much. I just play Hearthstone on that instead. And like, maybe, I don't know. The problem is, if I get a PC, I know I'll go and download bloody World of Warcraft again. And I might lose my life for another 3 months, and I can't afford to do that. I don't have the strength.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
The other thing that I started playing on my phone was a game called Tap Titans.
Okay.
Has anyone heard of this game?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so my brother introduced me to this game. It's a load of bullshit. I hate it with a passion, and I keep going back to it. All it
Sounds
is
familiar.
is you tap the screen and kill stuff, and it's an RPG. Literally, you just tap
Oh,
and you're
God,
just
yeah.
killing stuff, but you level up, and then you build your hero by the points.
Yeah, it was on. There's a Flash game website that you play loads and loads of different Flash games.
Cookie
And that
cutters
was
and all that stuff as well. It's
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
on there, and it wasn't called Tap Titans, but it was something similar to that. And yeah, you just keep tapping, you make money, and then you can buy heroes that do the tapping for you.
It's exactly that. And it doesn't make sense to me. It's not a good game in the slightest, but I keep going back onto it for some
Yeah, I
strange
picked
reason.
up one that's very similar this week called Cow Evolution,
Hmm.
where you get a cow and it just sits there pooping gold, and then when you get enough gold, you can then buy another cow, and then you merge the 2 cows together, and then it mutates into a different cow, and then you just keep mutating cows into bigger cows that just make more money, and that's it. And then an alien comes along, and then it takes it off, and then you get the Mars, where you get like alien versions of cows.
The only other thing that I've been doing since the other day. Hold on, let me go grab it. I'll show you. So I started the other day. Oh, you might not be able to see it like that.
Oh.
So I've started this again, and I have the luck of, guess what one it is tonight?
4.
Fucking 4. So that's my favourite by a long way. So I'm going to watch that tonight and then montage slowly. We need to get that montage out, mate. We need to get that.
Oh yeah, I need
finished as
to.
well.
I need to work on that at some point. Yeah.
But
I mean,
something coming soon.
It's nearly done. In all fairness, but yeah.
What about you, Leon? What have you been up to?
Well, I mean, I've sort of returned to some games. I mean, I've been playing some new games for the last few weeks, but I've gone back Obviously, we had the new expansion for Destiny, House of Wolves.
Oh yeah.
I have gone back to Destiny to play it, and
Any good?
I've got to say it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun.
There's no raid though, is there?
There is no raid, but there is a thing called the Prison of Elders, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, there is basically there's like a new social area, which has opened up in the Reef, which is I think it's called the Vespian Outpost. There is also a few new sort of story missions that they're pretty fun with some new enemies in there thrown in as well, which are sort of really interesting to go against. I think they've kind of sorted it out on a kind of a loot kind of thing wise, is that most of the legendary loot that you're picking up is actually like pretty much upgraded. You don't need to like get special materials to be able to kind of put it up, which is really cool. So you're just sort of straight in there. And, I've been able to pick up legendaries fairly easily as well on that kind of level.
Nice.
So, I mean, I've leveled
So
up.
you're a double hard bastard now, then.
I wouldn't say so, yeah. I think I'm just trying to remember what the cap's at. I can't remember what they put it up to.
I think it's 32 or 34 now.
I think it's because I'm at 32 at the moment. I think it's 34. That's the cap.
34.
I stopped at 28.
Yeah, I'm not too far off.
I'm still at 0.
I'm sorry. I mean, not too far off 33. Sorry, I meant to say. And it's definitely interesting. But like I said, the thing what is definitely the most interesting bit is the Prison of Elders. So once you've done all of the story missions and everything like that, it gets unlocked for you, and it's essentially kind of like a horde mode, which is a lot of fun. It is kind of there's different levels of it. So there's like a level 28 one, which is matchmaking, and there is like a Cryptarch Engram reward as such at the end, but it's not necessarily guaranteed on if it's going to be legendary and on that kind of level.
Yeah, it's like doing the same thing over and over and over again and maybe getting a good reward.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like Destiny at all.
Yeah, exactly. Usual.
It doesn't sound like any MMO ever.
Yeah. But I mean, like the thing is that there's matchmaking for that, which is cool. So in other words, you can just sort of keep going in it in some sense and having a bit of fun on that. It's 3 players, and you're just basically going. It's usually, I think on that one, it's about 3 or 4 rounds. It's random as well. So in other words, it will either be Cabal, Vex, or Hive, or Fallen as well. So in other words, there could be sort of those kind of enemies that are coming out. There's kind of like different areas for them. So basically, you go out, do like 3 rounds in that kind of area. You come back to the main area and you go back out again in some sense. So you do that sort of 3 or 4 times, and then you do the final round, which is usually a boss, which once again could be a random pick of either Vex, Cabal, or all of them in general. So on that level, so much fun though. I've fucking put hours back into this game just because it's a lot of fun.
Are you still just playing your hunter?
Yeah, I am. I am just playing my hunter for it at the moment. I have got a Titan on the go as well, but I haven't. I think I got it to level 20, but I haven't really got. I know it's level 24, but I haven't really got any further than that.
Have your usual crew?
The DLC, I'd bought it as part of a package, so I think you can pick it up for like I think it's like 10-15 quid, something like that. So it is pretty pricey on that kind of level, I'd say.
It's not much for that. It doesn't seem like a lot.
Yeah, you play the story and like nothing happened. I was like, oh.
There is no story to that game. In fact, the story is on those stupid Grimoire cards. You have to go and look it up online and read the story if you want more, in some sense. And yeah,
did you read the reason why a lot of the story was cut out?
No, I didn't.
So effectively, they got given a budget, and obviously they were doing it for however long, and then the team said, right, we can release it on day, but we're going to have to cut out 80% of the storyline. Do you mind doing that? And then this is all people like insiders, rumors, sort of things like that. But effectively, the people just went, yeah, fuck it, release it, and like they just chunked out and then redid. So all the stuff of the brother of the Queen and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's meant to be a major character throughout it. There's meant to be loads of stuff that you see in the original trailers is all cut out of it because the whole idea of what your character was going to be got changed to you're this dead thing that comes back sort of thing. It was meant to be a completely different thing, and then they went, fuck it, let's just release it because we've got a deadline to do it.
Yeah.
Which is so annoying because I love that game. I mean, I was like you, I spent a lot of time on it. But put it this way, I bought the fucking ridiculous version. I've got all the DLC paid for, and I will never play it. I will never go back to it because it just pissed me off.
Blizzard do, and just go, yeah, so there's this thing, but we're not going to say anything about it. And, oh, look, over there, a bee, and then disappear for 10 years. And then you go, here is StarCraft. You're welcome.
Well, I think they should have. I know there's a lot of problems with people delaying games and stuff, but recently, how many games have come out and we've been just like, oh, why? It's like, Watch Dogs. That was one of the biggest disappointments ever.
What was that one that we were at, was it Gamescom? We went into the room and we watched a video.
The Division.
The Division.
Yeah,
and I was like, so, and I started asking questions, and the woman was all like, you have to leave now because you're asking all the wrong questions about stuff that I can't actually answer. But yeah, The Division looks amazing, but I just know it's going to be another Watch Dogs and that it's just going to come out and just be not as, they're going to be missing a load of stuff.
Wait. It's being developed by Ubisoft. When have they ever done that, Dave? When have they ever mucked up?
Oh yeah, good point.
I really hope they don't, because that and also what's the in the house Siege looks quite good. Although the early footage of people playing like the demos of Siege, they said it's really good, but it doesn't feel anything like what the
Rainbow Six
original demo looks like and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But no, it's one of those things that, I mean, I understand that the problem is these days we are our worst enemy because we all want to know what's coming, and it's the same as movies. Like, you see a trailer. A good example is Avengers. I won't go into any spoilers or stuff, but there's a lot of stuff from the clips that actually, if I hadn't seen that, would have been so much better if I didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
So like, everyone's seen the advert for it, Hulk versus the Hulkbuster. If I didn't know that was coming, that would literally be like, wow. But I knew it was already coming. So there's a lot of this kind of...
That's why I tend to avoid trailers for films I really want to watch.
Sometimes it's really hard. It's the same as like with the UFC. So the other weekend, I got Tristan to come round on the Sunday, and I said, like, I'm going to stay off social media for the whole morning so I don't find out who's won. And I realised how difficult that actually is, like, just not going on any websites or anything. Like, the whole morning just sat there like, when are you coming round? Hurry up. And then I kept, like, we wanted to know something. So, like, I can't remember what it was, but we said, like, oh, who did he last fight? And I almost started Googling, like, who did he last fight? And then realised that's just going to come up with right at the top, like, he won last night or he lost last night or whatever. And I was like, oh, yeah, stop. So, like, the problem is, I think we've got too used to... Information is so easy for us to get these days, and a lot of the time we overfeed ourselves, and then a lot of that magic of when a gem comes out. I remember seeing Vin Diesel, Aliens, Pitch Black, is it?
Yeah.
I saw that before any trailers. I didn't know what the film was about in the slightest, and that was one of the best cinema experiences I've ever had, because it's quite young, it scared me quite a lot, but I didn't know what was coming whatsoever. Whereas if I'd seen the trailer for it, I would have known exactly what was going to come, and then when the aliens and stuff were there, I'd be like, yeah, well, this is just a normal, basic alien kind of film sort of thing. And I think that's something that we're all guilty of, and that's one of the reasons they try and push stuff out as quickly as possible, because they just want to give it to you, get it done, get the money, and fucking start on the next thing.
Yeah, I think certain games are trying to get away from that. Like, they'll bring out a game and they'll like do the teaser trailers that a lot of movies do. They'll just say, here is the name title of a game and here's some sort of basic information about it, and that's all you know. And then as you go into it, they'll start increasing some more. But I think the problem is that like movies, games you take a lot of money and time to make. So in order for them to get any of that back, they have to get it out fairly quickly. They can't just sit on it. So eventually you go to the point where you're like, well, we're going to have to take this stuff out in order to be able to get it out and release it. So unfortunately, some of the stuff does get lost, which is a massive shame.
There's something we'll talk about in a minute after Leon carries on with what he's
To
been
be
playing
fair,
about that
we've
stuff.
already run out of time with just that alone.
enough.
So yeah, so I'm not even going to go on about the rest of my stuff. There was some awesome stuff I was going to get to as well, so I'll have to talk about it next week. I went to the National Video Game Arcade, and I will talk about it next week.
Nice.
So
Awesome. Okay, so very quickly before the end of the show, new releases. Heroes of the Storm is out, so everyone can rejoice because Blizzard's back and they're taking over the MOBA market. Yay! And then there's a game coming out on the 4th of June. I've got 5th of June on the sheet, but it's actually the 4th of June. It's called this. Wait, you've got one called The Swapper, and I've got one that's coming out on the 4th.
Oh, okay,
called,
I missed that one.
Yeah, the one that's coming out on the 4th is called Wonder.
Ah.
Free exploration-based MMO is coming out on the PC and the PS4, and you get to be a tree. So rejoice, everybody! If you want to play an MMO where you don't do any fighting at all, and you communicate through the use of glyphs, and you can be a bird and a tree and a person, and you can jump off cliffs, then Wonder is your bag, and that comes out on the 4th.
Fair enough, man. Fair
And then there's a Swapper on the 5th that I know nothing about, but I heard it's quite good.
enough.
And there was a huge piece of news that came out today. Did anyone else see?
Fallout.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing is that
I've
like
never
when
played
this podcast goes out, that will be past news. So
That's what I'm saying.
it's kind of it's a bit annoying on that kind of level. So in other words, you're gonna know when you're listening to this. We have no idea right now. Hopefully it is
What comes
Fallout.
in 24 hours?
Hopefully it is. I think it is.
They can't. If it's not, that's the biggest troll you've ever seen. And people will. I'll kick off.
Buy the new collector's edition. Oh. No, I've never played any Fallout. So I've heard that they're really good. The long games, and I ain't got time for long games anymore. Over the bar.
Josh, if I'm honest, it's not for me either. I'm not really a fan of Fallout. It's not
What's
been my
decent?
thing.
Like, is it similar to like Skyrim and stuff like that? Because I can't
Yes.
stand
It is.
that game. Ugh,
See, I like Skyrim and all that kind of stuff. I just couldn't get on with Fallout, unfortunately.
I
but
just want to
a
see
lot
what
of
they do
people are
on
very
next
hyped.
gen. That's what.
See,
I want to see.
the way I saw it was that Skyrim was your swords and sorcery style RPG, and Fallout was your three-headed nuclear wasteland style RPG. But they were both very similar in this sort of style. Of,
Well, the engine's kind of the same. And
yeah,
things like that.
but the original Fallout was turn-based,
Yeah.
click. Very brutal. Oh, you get bitten by a rat, you get poisoned, and then you die. Kind of.
Yeah.
And then Bethesda came along and sort of toned it down a little bit and made it a little bit more user-friendly.
We've got to see some gameplay at E3 or something, just something, a cinematic trailer or anything.
Yeah. I mean, at E3, I think that their conference for us to watch that is at 3:00 in the morning for the Bethesda on the. I think,
Well,
what
if
is
it's
it? I think it's
Sunday?
the Monday. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Bethesda
the
round.
Monday. Yeah. Well, so I
The thing-
suppose that the Monday, early that morning in some sense.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Yeah.
The thing is, if they go down the route of it turning into a Fallout MMO, the same way that they did it with Elder Scrolls, then they've got,
I don't
seeing
think
how
they will. I
They
don't
won't.
think they will.
No.
They're not going to fuck with that franchise. It's their beloved one. If it's anything like, they won't fuck about. I mean, Elder Scrolls is there's a certain, like, obviously it's massive, but it's not got as much of a cult following as Fallout. Like, people still play again and again and again on that game, and I could still go and play it because the comedy aspect of it is one of the best. There's a lot of like jokes in that game that are really funny.
my mate played Fallout and he killed absolutely everything in the game. There was literally just him left, and then he collected all the items, and so he just literally stripped the game down of everything, and it was just like, that's nuts. That must have taken years, but yeah, that's how we played. Had so much fun doing it.
E3, what games are you hoping to get announced? Like, if you could pick one or two. What?
Kingdom Hearts
Two,
3.
two. mine would either be.
We already know Kingdom Hearts is coming, though. I want to see. I must admit, I'm with you. I want to see some more footage, though, on that level. That's what I want to see. But
What else you hoping for?
I don't know. I want to see more of the Division for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to see sort of a bit more of an advancement of that.
Quantum Break, hopefully.
Oh yes, I
it's
definitely
taking
want to see some
forever.
more of that. I definitely want to see some.
Yeah,
more.
I want to see some actual gameplay of that one. It does
Yeah.
the concept of Quantum Break is interesting.
Quantum
Right.
Break.
break.
Quantum
Oh.
Break.
That sounds so much better.
Out. We're in.
Yeah, it's the
Tough.
alternate version.
Oh god.
But yeah, I'd like to actually see how it works as a game rather than just as a very pretty 5-minute film.
Do you think this year's E3 is going to be? I think if it's going to play the way I think it's going to be, there's going to be a lot more of what we saw last year that still hasn't come out, more gameplay stuff, and then there's going to be the new announcements. But I think there's going to be a lot more new IPs or whatever. What is it? IPs?
Yeah.
What are they called?
IPs.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a little bit more variety than usual because now the consoles are kind of it's current gen now, isn't it? It's you know, realistically, everyone's moved or most people have moved onto that console now, so they're going to start releasing the stuff that it's capable of. But who knows? Who knows what's going to come?
I want to see
you
some
know,
new some
early-
Metal Gear as well. That's another thing. I want to see some more Metal Gear.
Yeah.
I want to see what Konami are going to do.
I don't think they actually have a conference.
They don't have a thing this
No.
year, do they?
No, they don't have a conference. No.
No.
Earlier we were talking about games for gold, like with I forgot already what it was called, but Mafia 2 were free last month
Yeah.
or month before, and I'm hoping it's going to be a similar thing. Like Mafia 3 is going to get announced.
Yeah.
Mafia 2 were brilliant, and
Yeah, it was a
Mafia-
fun game. Definitely a fun
yeah,
game.
but
I really
I
enjoyed it.
smashed it in 2 days. I just couldn't get off it. It was one of the
Yeah.
best games.
Well, if we're going with that theory, it's Just Cause 2 as the game of gold. So maybe there's going to be a Just Cause.
There is
announced.
there is
There is one. I
yeah.
think,
Yeah.
coming.
there is one coming.
That game is huge.
It is. It looks fucking
I'd like
sick.
I'd like a BioShock remake, for 2017.
Mhm.
Like a HD version of BioShock 1 and 2 in one game.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
That would be.
Do you know what I
Or
want?
something about Gears of War. Is it Gears of War?
Oh, yeah, Gears of War's coming though, isn't it?
Yeah, but they haven't really
10
shown
years,
anything,
10
have they?
years.
No, it's
So-
just that some naughty testers.
Oh,
showed
I know
something,
what will be shown. The new there's that teaser trailer of the new Doom that's like 3 seconds of a demon firing
oh, yeah,
stuff. Like,
shit, Doom.
they're probably going to show
Yeah.
some of that because that isn't that Bethesda as well, or is that?
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's id part of it. So that would make sense. They're going to show some of that on that conference as well.
Oh shit, yeah, that'd be cool. Oh man, there's gonna be some big things from Bethesda this year in general. It is gonna be really cool. I mean, maybe might have to stay up until 3 a.m. and check that shit out. Maybe, and then regret it on Monday morning when I'm at work.
When they
going,
troll
"What
you
am
and
I
they don't
doing?"
release anything that you care about.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Elder Scrolls Online expansion.
I mean, I'm really pumped for the Square Enix one for me. I mean, I want to
that's
see
just
some
it,
more. I want to see some more Final Fantasy. I want to see some Kingdom Hearts. I don't know. I want to see some new games as well. I want to see if maybe Bravely Default. I want to see a sequel for that kind of thing.
I still haven't played that. I need to.
It's really good, man. I totally
You
recommend it.
said,
It's a 3DS game for the people that don't know. Sort of a classic kind of RPG style. Really, really good game. Definitely check it out. But yeah, anyway, we need to wrap this baby up, really.
Wrap this bitch up.
So, Josh, man, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, my man.
Nice to laugh. It's been good.
Yeah, definitely. And we all wish you luck with your endeavours with the Gamma Gaming Centre.
Thank you. I'll give you all VIP
But when it
passes.
opens, we should go up there.
Oh yeah,
totally.
we should definitely go down.
I was just about to suggest that.
Yeah, so you just
Yeah,
let
that'd be very kind
let
of
us
you.
know.
Traveling beyond the wall.
Yeah, we'll be there, man. We'll be there, man. We're totally up for it. We fully support it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, man. And I hope you do open it up in other places so that maybe we can get to one. Because Barnsley,
It's just round the corner.
It's not that far.
It's not. Oh, and everything's cheap. It's like £2.50 a pint.
Amazing.
I will
You can get
concur
70
on
pence
that. Actually,
vodkas.
up north, holy shit, it's cheap.
It
We went
is.
to
Yes.
Birmingham,
It is.
and I
Barnes-
bought a round for everyone that was with us. So the whole team, there must have been 10 people there,
Mm-hmm.
all having doubles and some shots, and it was £22.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah,
I wanna
man,
live
you
there.
can't eat it.
But then we almost got in a fight with the taxi driver because apparently we said one place, they took us 15 miles the opposite direction. But anyway,
Oh, okay.
Northerners.
Whoops.
Barnsley is the centre deep. Like everything from like food to beer to petrol, everything is cheap. And like you go 5 miles direction, it starts getting a little bit nearer. But Barnsley, oh, when you come up, guys, it's gonna be great.
Awesome.
Gravy.
Nah, fair enough.
Great.
Right then. Okay. Well, should we wrap this baby up then, guys?
Let's do that.
If you'd like to take part in this conversation, you can either post on our Facebook wall at facebook.com/gameoveryear.
You can tweet us at @GoVia.
Can you email us at contact@gameoveryear.net?
And obviously the most important place is our website, which is gameoveryear.net. Thank you for joining us, and until next time,
Game
over
over
yeah.
yeah.